Assalamu alaikum and hello there everyone. Welcome to DT Times. If you ever wanted to make a project, specifically an RC ship or an RC boat, and you were not able to finish it, or you just want to know how to get started with making an RC boat, then this video is for you. So make sure you watch it till the end. So a little backstory before I actually start talking about RC boat. Ever since I was a child, my dad would buy me expensive RC cars, and I would take them down, I would take out the motors, and I would literally make a fan. A fan. A lot of projects I made, I left them unfinished. So me and my brother decided that, since we're not kids anymore, we wanted to make a complete project. So at the end of March, we were inspired and we wanted to make an RC boat. Now, we originally intended to finish making the boat by the end of April, but because of a lot of stuff, we kind of lost interest and the motivation to finish the project. So even if you take like a 2-month break, that's all right, because that's what we did. When we started making the boat, we didn't have a plan. We kind of jumped right into it. This weird piece of, I literally have no words. This thing right here is what we ended up with when we tried to make an RC boat without a plan. I literally used cardboard, tape, and aluminum foil to make it waterproof. I know it's kind of weird, but I didn't know that cardboard and water is a bad combination. I thought it might work. I expected the aluminum foil to act as a water-resistant layer, but I was wrong. It got messed up and it was a complete failure. We got a bit disheartened. That was until we stumbled upon this channel called E+M. It should show up on my screen somewhere. So this channel is a Russian channel where this person made a 10-episode series on how to make an RC boat. Now, we didn't exactly copy literally everything. We made some changes to suit our needs, and we're going to make it a little bit different because I want to make a ship, not a boat. We're going to be discussing two aspects of making an RC boat. The first is the model, and the second one is the electronics. Now, when we started making the model, now the first thing we did was, you should be able to see it on the screen right now, these little plans right here, right? So this piece of wood you see right here, this is what we used to make the basic shapes to build the skeleton of our boat. Now, since we were making the RC boat 2 months ago, not for the sake of video, I don't have the clips, but I have a picture. This picture right here, this is what our boat looked when it was in its early stages. That's pretty much where we left. After that, we didn't make the ship. So join us in this little journey of us completing our abandoned project. Watch till the end.
So this is what the ship looks like right now. The next step is to actually hot glue that thing on the ship. Now you're probably wondering, why am I pushing at the back of the hot glue gun? Well, that's because it's broken and I don't have the button so that I can click it and the hot glue can come out. So I'm gonna hot glue this and skip it to when I'm done.
So I am done with hot gluing this thing onto my ship. Now it looks really bad, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use some clay. I'm gonna use some clay and I'm gonna make it look really good. Now you're probably wondering, why is it that I left out this part right here? Well, that's because when we're going to be connecting the electronics, the motor and the other things, the rudder and stuff, I need some space over here so I can set that all up. And the upper portion here, the thing that covers this place, is going to be made in such a way that we can open it and we can close it. Okay, so you can use any thin piece of wood to make the ship hull. We had some piece of wood lying around in our house, and we kind of cut out the pieces for this part and for this part. Just use some hot glue gun and you can make the hull. Now, how do you make it waterproof? There's a lot of chemicals, a lot of expensive chemicals that you can use to make it waterproof. What we did was, the first layer is made of acrylic paint, brown acrylic paint, and the second layer is something we found at our place. By the way, if this video gets 50 likes, we're gonna upload a PDF file in the description below with all of the instructions you need to make an RC ship like the one we have. So now I'm gonna be putting some clay on this ship, and while I do that, my brother is gonna be using this knife to turn this piece of wood
into the ship mast. Okay, so let's skip to the part where I'm done putting the clay on the ends of the ship to make it look better.
And we're done. This is what the ship looks like. There's a lot of cracks here, but that's not a problem because I can just fix it all up later. So a simple description of what I'm going to do. The first layer is clay. Then I'm going to paint acrylic over it. And then we're going to place the same gloss we used for the hull so that all of it looks like one layer and it is not evident that this is wood and this is clay. It's still not completely done. I am going to apply more clay, and when my brother is done with the mast, we're going to place it over here, and in this episode the model is going to be done.
Hey guys, so this is what the final clay layer looks like. There's a lot of cracks still, so I'm getting second thoughts on whether I should have used clay, but now there's no going back. We're gonna have to deal with this. The next thing we're gonna do is apply some acrylic all over this, and hopefully it's gonna look good. Meanwhile, my brother is working on the mast, and hopefully this is gonna be ready really soon. Hey guys, so this is what the ship looks like after the brown layer of acrylic paint, and I think it's kind of nice. And my brother was also able to finish this thing. This is obviously not perfect, but I think it's actually pretty good. And I just had no other choice but to go out and cut this little branch of a tree. So we're gonna use this. I'm gonna attach this over here using a hot glue gun. And this is our little nice mask. And I also asked my mom, she's to make me these. So this little red flag for the ship, and this is the white cloth that we're gonna attach to the mast. Now it's finally time to drill a hole inside the ship for the mast. So something like this. So while my hot glue gun heats up, in the meantime, we can paint that wooden thing real quick. Alright, so this thing is kind of nicely attached here. Now, let's attach this brown stick on this. So guys, this is what it looks like. I am honestly disappointed with how it turned out, but I learned a lot of stuff, and we're gonna fix all of these mistakes in the next video, which we are gonna upload most probably on Friday. One word of advice: never use clay for any kind of project like this one.
So we originally only wanted to make one video about our RC ship, but there were some problems with electronics. I kind of messed up a little bit, and there's some stuff that needs to be sorted out before we can actually turn the ship into an RC ship. That's why we decided to divide this little journey of ours into 2 episodes. The next episode is coming next week, so stay thrilled for that episode. Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. It would mean a lot to us if you subscribed to our channel. We make amazing stuff every week. If you want to see more of this amazing stuff, click on that bell icon so that you don't miss any notification from our channel. Our next video is going to be on Friday. In fact, every video from DT Times is uploaded on Fridays, so make sure you don't miss our video. Last week, I showed everyone how to make your own softbox, so watch the video. It should be somewhere on the screen. Thanks a lot for watching.